Get clean, live clean, and stay clean. When it comes to addiction, it can be a difficult road to recovery, but it is possible. Back today to talk about what is needed for recovery to be effective are Nick Cuneo and the president and founder of Clean Recovery Centers, along with Dr. Rick Davila, who is the director of recovery and support services. Welcome back, gentlemen.
Thank you for having us. Nice to see you.
Yeah, so the last time we were chatting together, I thought it was so important. We were talking about loved ones, how they really want to help, but it's a fine line of not enabling. And today I really want to dive into this as far as what it's needed to recover, because I feel like you hear so many times that people who have an addiction, they go get help, and then unfortunately weeks, maybe months later, they go back. So what is your answer to that? What is your team doing to try to fight that?
It's a great question, and I myself did not get it the first time.
Okay.
But in that, you have to realize that I don't know anything about how to not do what I normally have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so I need the teachers. And what we did at Clean, in particular, was we put together quite a bit of work into having a program that gives everybody what they need to thrive, how to learn the needed techniques and applications
mm-hmm. for
that next part of their journey.
Which I'd imagine is just as important as actually getting, tackling it the first time, the first step.
Yeah, that's a whole nother subject about denial and all those things.
Yeah.
But so we created the program, and the family needs to not enable,
mm-hmm.
but to empower the right
Okay.
choices and right actions, right? And they
mm-hmm.
come to a willingness level
mm-hmm.
where they've realized that my life's on the line here. The stakes are extremely high. If I don't fix this, my future is grim.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about instilling hope, giving them a clear-cut pathway, and then supportive services of real applicable stuff that helps people get the gift of recovery.
Were you guys able to use a bit of your past and what worked for you to help do this program? I mean, I'm just kind of assuming.
Depend on it.
So, yeah,
Depend on it.
because you guys have lived this.
Yes, yes. Part of my own recovery, I share part of that
mm-hmm.
with our participants in the
mm-hmm.
program. I also share that with families so that there's hope. There needs to be, families need to see that there's hope, and that when the person leaves treatment, they need to have a support system. So we at Clean Recovery, we focus on multiple pathways to recovery. There are different ways to get to recovery, but the bottom line is we focus on recovery and successful recovery. And so we have different pathways that we support. We work with families and try to get them to help support that.
Is family a critical part of this, of getting everybody? I mean,
very much so.
I'd imagine accountability has got to be a big part of this.
Well, family or no family, not everybody has
right.
them. Some are completely cut off. You can get clean and sober
mm-hmm.
regardless. If there is family involved, it's a critical,
mm-hmm.
helpful piece to have them on the same page, so there's no splitting of
mm-hmm.
he said, she said.
What if somebody
we're
does
working
not
in
have
unison.
family? How do you guys help keep them? And is that where your team steps in with?
We have a recovery coach
mm-hmm. okay.
system in our program, and we help supply them with a recovery coach. There's a piece called fragility. That's the mm-hmm. piece when they leave recovery and they go back out into an environment, mm-hmm. and they're exposed to all the drugs, they're exposed to all the alcohol, and that's a period that we look to really put intensive support for people. So we try to assign them with a recovery coach that they can contact and call on a regular basis, okay. and run them through a support system. So if they have the family, they have the family. If they don't have the family, they also have the recovery coach.
Oh, good. We have to wrap up here. What's the take home? What do you want people to really understand here?
You can get well regardless. You never have to feel this way again. No matter how many times you've failed previously, today's a new day.
Today is a new day. Gentlemen, thank you both so much for being here this morning. We've really enjoyed talking with you over the last couple of weeks. I know you guys are going to come back as well. And there is the information. If you have any questions, whether you yourself are struggling with addiction or maybe a loved one who is, there's where you can get help right there, the website and phone number.